Now there is multiple ways to go into your cartwheel. There's the spin step, there's the step behind. I've kind of gone off and on for which one I like to use for what trick. Lately, it's been the step behind for me. What I mean by step behind, let me scoot back. For the step behind, I like to just kind of skip into it. So my right leg is going to step behind my left leg. I'll hop or skip with my right leg on the ground, only my right leg, then my left leg sets down. I go into my cartwheel. I'll do it fast, it'll make a lot more sense. Just like that. I'm going to do one going this way and that way so you guys can kind of analyze how I step into it. I don't just face forward, step behind here, go straight into the cartwheel. I like to leave my chest behind where I'm going so I can really torque or turn my upper body into the cartwheel. So I step behind, skip, left leg goes out. This is where I'm going to turn my upper body into the cartwheel. Now I don't want my hands going right in front of me because that's probably going to make my cartwheel more like that, where it's not completely upside down. We want to get as much upside downness as possible. I don't know if that's a word, but roll with me here for a minute. I step behind here, boom. My arms are going to do what they do in my touchdown raise, side swipe, Gumby. My left hand and right hand are going to fly right over my head, creating a line to follow as I go into the cartwheel. Experiment with how it feels. Do even the spin step if you'd like, which is just like a butterfly twist setup where you spin into your cartwheel. That's not my favorite, but if you guys want to try that, feel free. Let's move on. All right, that's enough about going into your cartwheel. Let's talk about coming out of it. What do you do when coming out of your cartwheel? What's your body do? What your arms do? What your chest do? I'm going to tell you. First things first, you want to focus on your chest and your arms. Don't let your arms or your chest rotate too soon. You want to be able to lift or even set, similar to how you would on any round-off back tuck if you already know how to do that, or if you understand the idea of how to do that. Your chest lifts, your arms lift, and then you flip. Same concept with cartwheel full. I'm not going to cartwheel here. I'm going to cartwheel and flip straight into it or dip into it like a butterfly twist. I don't want to rush into my full. I need a lot of height. The key to pulling off this trick is just a ton of height. You don't need a whole lot of distance to push into this. You have the momentum and the distance aspect of it when you're running into your cartwheel, but once you are done with the cartwheel, it turns from here building momentum to here building height. So, that being said, let's move on. How do I move my chest? I'm going to do it going this way and that way, coming out of it. Focus on what my arms do and what my chest do. I'll do it slow, then I'll do it fast. So your arms come up in the same exact direction that they came from. Come from this way, cartwheel down, then it come back up again that same direction, except this time we're lifting. Not in the direction that we're going, but the direction that we came from. That's going to help us set and reach, because we're already pushing our momentum going this way. We've talked about this in another tutorial before, but if you haven't seen it, this is my quick breakdown. You build your momentum going up inside with your cartwheel, your spin step, your step behind, whatever you're doing with your cartwheel. You're going to reach in the direction that you came from to hit that set. Your momentum's already pushing you this way, so if you reach this way, or the way that you came from, it's only going to send you straight up. Because like I said, momentum this way, reaching this way, cancel out, go straight up. We talked about it before, I'm moving on now. I know that's a real quick breakdown of how we go into the cartwheel and how we come out of it, but that's the simple part of this whole thing. Let's break down the full double leg body position for the air. So just a single full double leg. You got to have a cartwheel full first, obviously, and then understanding the D-leg position. If you don't know how to D-leg at all, I highly recommend you learn how to double leg. So quick breakdown of how you're going to do a double leg. You can get like a block, set it on the floor, roll over it. But the best way to think about it, if you don't have a blocker, even if you do, set something up. Mark a little line. So you can use your imagination or even a piece of chalk like we've talked about before. Mark a line. I like to run at it in kind of a C shape. So I'll take a C on the outside, and then my left leg, then right leg are going to meet up on that mark. Feet are going to be super close together. I think about it like I have a bucket of water in my hands, and I want to throw that bucket of water over my head and back down towards my legs without spilling a drop. So if I'm going to do that successfully, I also have to throw my legs over my body. I mean, I can go here all day, but that's not a double leg. That's not the goal of what we're getting at. So if you're going to use a bucket of water in your arms, as well as flip your legs over your head without spilling a drop, you're gonna have to do so at lightning speeds. So, if you don't have a block, work on these steps first of all. Step into it. You're gonna pull yourself over the side, similar to a side flip. Your body really just rotates this way. So I step into it, boom. My legs are just gonna go up and over, and right back down. Now if I do it in the air, my little C step here, that's my double leg body position. So once you're coming out of your full and you're finishing your full, you've basically fully rotated it. I start to think about the double leg at about halfway through it. So I've lifted up, I've twisted about halfway around, hit my D leg, and then come all the way around. So if you've got this step around D leg down, then you apply that same body position, that same D leg, about halfway through your cartwheel full.